Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Joe Donahue. Alongside me today, we have our special guest, Ian Perez.
Hello, everybody. This is Ian Perez here. We're here at Daytona National Speedway. Beautiful weather.
Beautiful weather indeed. It's a gorgeous day down in Florida today, as we have a 14-minute long race. The races are timed in this series most of the time, and it is the official name, the Simtek Mods Grand Prix, because the Simtek Mods company made this mod for R Factor, so we're going to accredit them with the title. That's enough of that kind of stuff. We have a 16-car field here, and we'll go through our starting lineup. Nope, I need to click the right buttons. David Land is your pole sitter. That's you, Dave. It's you, Ian.
Row number second place is Chris Aredlow.
Close enough. Starting third is Weston the Badass Miller.
Starting fourth is Mr. Cody 3.
Fifth place, Kyler Boggs.
Sixth place is Matt Faust.
Starting seventh, Dirk Muller, one of the pro drivers who's taking a spot that wasn't taken by a sign-up driver.
Next we got Kyle Thomas, it says.
Brian LaFleur Jr. starting ninth.
10th we got, sorry, it's a little bad quality for me. Who is it?
It's Kenneth Bueno starting 10th.
Kenneth Bueno.
Starting 11th, we have Eddie Jones, the almost PC champion from last year, driving a Viper.
Starting 12th is, dang it,
Okay.
The
Farn, yep. Wolf Hensler starting 13th. This car will be driven by Ian Perez for the remainder of the season, but Wolf gets to race it today.
And the final car, starting last is it Richard Lillians?
Yep, but he's not starting last because Patrick Long and Graham Riley didn't qualify, so he's starting last.
Oh.
It's okay. And we're gonna cut out here so that we can go over and see the highlight reel of the DTM race for the support for this series from yesterday. So what we had yesterday was we had a 6-lap race for the DTM field, 10 cars. Sato Donahue got the first pole position of the season. Tyler Williams on his inside. Tyler Williams looked like he had the lead going into turn 1 for the first lap, but you can see Sato Donahue pushing hard on the outside. The field runs on hand-cooked tires, which means they've got a lot of grip. These hand-cooked tires that they make for this series are amazing. So as you can see, Pichu London managing a pass almost on Tyler Williams to get up front. Here we see the bus stop for the first time. It is still Sato Donahue out front, Tyler Williams, Pichu London. Expecting to see some action, and the field was mostly single file at this point. Come to about a lap later, Sato Donahue's lead, very big. Matt Faust making a pass. And as you can see, the field kind of grouped up into separate groups. Yeah. Here is Pichu London's aggressive pass on his teammate Sato Donahue for the lead about a lap after this. Past video view thing. And how about a 3-wide pass? Jamie Green lost 3 positions by the time he was in turn 1. Saw him get passed by Ryan Ottle and Vitoris. David Coulthard managed to make it past Jamie Green as well, moving him into 9th place from 6th, which is a pretty big margin. Here we see coming into the final time, coming into the bus stop, frantic movement everywhere. Sato Donahue got loose, almost went around. Mike Rockenfeller lost a lot of momentum from being on the inside of him. Ryan Ottle managed to get around his teammate by the time they came to the line, but Pichu London, big lead because of this big thing, and he came to the line victorious for the first race of the DTM season. As you can see, we were almost 3 wide, and then we did get 3 wide past the finish line. Some great racing. The field was bunched up in their separate little pieces. That's the final order. And now back to the Clean Coal Endurance Series. Alright, we cut back in, getting ready to get the green flag. And there it is. The season begins. Safe.
Season 2 is underway for the Clean Coal Endurance Series.
The two Porsches lead us down into turn 1. Behind him is a Toyota and 2 Audis. Mr. Cuppy 3 up the inside. He's going to try to make some passes.
But he falls back to third.
Taking a little look. See Chris Aurelio starting to pull away a little bit, but it's a little early in the race to call it here.
Matt Faust looks like he's leading in a different series.
And the GT field is pretty tight here. As you see Graham Riley, he's going to try to maneuver past this traffic of these GT cars so that he can get up with the prototypes.
And here comes Brian LeBlair Jr.
Doesn't look like Brian's going to make that pass.
Oh, I thought he did.
Oh, I don't know. Is he trying? I don't think he's... I thought he was trying to pass his teammate, but it looks like he's trying to pass the Viper. There you heard the BMWs go by. That's a Corvette. Yeah, race cars.
It's exciting right now.
We're just kind of waiting for Graham Riley to start making moves on these GT cars. So here comes Eddie Jones. He might pass the prototype.
Didn't Graham Riley start like last or something?
Yep. Graham Riley didn't get a qualifying run in because he had some fuel cell issues in qualifying, which sort of restricted him from... Ooh! Patrick Long got way loose.
Oh no, the Falcon. They made a little contact. I thought they made a little contact.
It looked like they did. There is Wolf Hensler driving Ian Perez's car. He's just got to stay clean because those Porsches don't look like they have the same... They don't look like they have the same power and speed as the rest of the field. They're kind of dropping off here.
Well, I feel like season 1 was like different than season 2. Whoa! Someone got loose.
Yeah, it looks like we were almost 3 wide with these Porsches here. Yeah, I mean, I prefer this field to be a little bit better grouped together in GT here, but I don't know. It can be worked on. There are tweaks I can make that make the cars...
This is just the beginning, and
more
things
even.
will change by halfway, probably the end of the race, by pit stops.
That is true. Pit stops are going to have a big role in today's running. As you see, Graham Riley, he's getting past Dirk Muller. That means all he's got to do is get past Matt Faust, and he will be in front of the GT field at least. He won't be anywhere near Kyler Boggs, who's running 5th right now.
Alright, let's see what Weston Miller was up to. And we got... Whoa, we got a huge contact. Who was that?
Oh no, Kyler Boggs, he's sliding. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the bus stop is probably the big issue of this race as well. It does get really intense and exciting for the bus stop. Well, there they go once again.
Everybody's
And
just
more.
up. Oh, he lost it. Oh, look out. He stopped on the racetrack.
Oh my goodness, Dodge Viper driver passed. And the Corvettes just stopped. They had nowhere to go, so they checked up.
Here comes Richard Lights. You can see him making passes on Kenneth Bueno. And he looks like he's trying to catch Dirk Muller here.
Okay, so we possibly got an incident, but wow, my goodness, how did they do that?
I don't know. I'm very happy to see that everybody got slowed up in time. As you see Wolf Hensler making passes on the Vipers.
I thought I saw Will Hensler got a little bit sideways. I could have saw he got a little bit sideways.
He did. He probably did. Everybody's getting a little sideways. The tires, they need to be careful with their tires because they got to make them last long enough to make the run. So that has allowed Matt Faust and Kyle Thomas to fly and get very far ahead of the remaining GT field.
Pretty much, Matt Faust is doing really good right now at this point of the race, but remember, the pit stops will change everything.
That is true. That is very true. Matt Faust and Kenneth Bueno are the only 2 guys in this field who have any experience on this track this year. They both raced in the DTM, like you saw, and yeah. Kyler Boggs.
Whoa! What? Looks like one of the Boggs, or sorry.
Yep, Kyler Boggs.
Yeah, Kyler Boggs.
Yep, that's his name. And there's Graham Riley, like we've been following him. He is doing pretty well. Hey, different leader than we thought. David Land. This guy, he's in search of a championship. He was Rookie of the Year for the IRA Brookles IndyCar Series, and he won the Brabham Cup. So he knows how to drive on road courses.
Good for him. And by the way, to all the viewers that are watching, excuse my bad commentary, but don't worry, I'll be doing good.
Yeah.
And we're looking at Mr. Cuppy 3 right now as well. Man.
There comes Weston on the inside. Weston.
Side by side, and Weston does not make it clear.
Mr. Cuppy 3 is going to use that little bit of time that Weston took to get off the throttle as an advantage. He pulls ahead a little bit. But as you can see, it's not very productive for that, as Mr. Cuppy 3 is still close enough to Weston that Weston is getting a draft off of him onto the super speedway here. I want to see Chris Aurelio. How far behind is he from David Land?
Yeah, let's see Chris Aurelio. We all know David Land's leading.
He's not far behind. David Land loose.
Oh,
Chris Aurelio even looser.
Chris Aurelio, he's having issues right now. But the key to the tires, you cannot abuse the tires. If you want the tires to last long, be careful with them. Otherwise, that's what happens when you don't be careful with your tires. Chris Aurelio gets loose. So if I were these drivers, I would stay careful on the tires until green flag pit stops.
Yeah, we are going to see green flag pit stops. I don't think there's going to be any yellows, since the track's so big, and these are professional sign-up drivers. You know, they know what they're doing. So I don't think we're going to see too much in terms of problems, except that Dirk Muller. Oh boy, look out! Oh, Richard Lights.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Great save, but unfortunately falls back.
He lost a lot of time there with all that wiggling.
That is a flyby of the bus stop. And
hey, first green flag pit stops. Kyler Boggs, Mr. Cuppy 3. Those are the two Audis that have pitted now.
Looks like the Audis are pitting right now. I wonder what's the strategy to get a really great finish or a win.
We are more than halfway through this race, so they would be able to make it to the finish from here, assuming they don't do anything bad. Porsche is dominating in prototype and doing very poorly in GT, which is a little surprising.
When will David Land pit? That's the main question, because he is leading right now.
The same goes for Matt Faust as the leader of GT too, you know. So it's a good question, though. It's going to have a very big effect on how the race ends. So it's a high pressure situation for the BMW team to figure out when they want to bring Matt Faust in.
If I can recall last season 1's Daytona race, I remember somebody running out of fuel as well.
Yeah, that happened in Napa Cup Series.
Yeah, Jimmy, Napa Cup Series ran out of fuel last year.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because he was leading. He was doing a really good job of racing that one, and unfortunately, yeah, he didn't get there. Hey, let's look and see. The Porsches are in the pits.
David Land and Chris Arauto, sorry, last name. Anyways, they're pitting.
They are pitting, and here's Matt Faust. He's leading GT. Is he gonna pit? That is a no.
Looks like he's gonna stay out.
But second and third, Kyle Thomas and Brian LaFleur Jr. are not, and they come into the pits here, as you can see.
Well, be careful with the speeding as well, and looks like they're doing good.
There they are. Ed Jones does not pit.
The Dodge Viper of Ed Jones is staying out.
So is Dominic Farnbacher and Dirk Muller. But look at Dirk Muller. He's got damage from
I wonder what happened.
Some form of incident here has left Dirk Muller without a... Whoa, Kenneth Bueno is speeding down the pit lane.
I'm not sure that's a good thing, and Kenneth Bueno sped off a pit road.
He got off of pit lane quick. I don't know, maybe he spun through the infield, because the rules for clean coal, if you spin in there, you really shouldn't, but I don't think you're going to get too big of a problem out of it if you get out of there as quick as possible. I don't know. I will have to see what the officials have to say about what just happened. You can see damage on the rear end of Kenneth Bueno's car. It looks like Dirk Muller might have been gotten into Kenneth Bueno.
Yeah, it felt like that he made contact, that he got spun out for Kenneth Bueno.
It's very easily could have happened. And you get stuck down there because of the wall they put on the exit of pit lane, so...
Definitely.
Although we'll have to see what Kenneth Bueno, what his thing is with that. David Land is in front of... Is he in front? Actually, no. The Audis are in front of the Porsches.
So he may be leading?
No, well, even though he's not out front right now, Kyler Boggs is the leader of the cars who've pitted so far. And he's also sideways.
Whoa, can he save it? Can he save it?
Oh, nope, he didn't get it. And we'll have to see if anything happens. Wow, Mr.
Whoa.
Oh, there goes Kyler Boggs again.
What is he doing?
He's trying
Can he
to...
get it back up? And no.
Where are the Porsches is my question. There's David Land, who was loose, apparently.
And David Land.
Chris Aurelio makes it around David Land, who's slower than the rest of them. There's Kenneth Bueno.
In the outside lane.
Kenneth Bueno stays out this time. Graham, the Vipers.
Vipers are pitting.
So is the Toyota. At least one of them. Nope, both of them pitted because Weston's coming out of the pits now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened. Graham Riley, Dirk Muller, Matt Faust, Dominic Farnbacher, Ed Jones. They all pitted.
Hey, hang on, excuse me for a second.
10-4. So now, I guess with him taking a thing, I guess we'll go on board with someone. We'll pick Brian because Brian is driving a Corvette. And let's listen to some pure...
Can he save it? And yes, he does.
We'll see if Kyle Thomas gets around. Anyway, time now to go on board for some pure sound from Brian LaFleur Jr.'s Corvette. There is Ed Jones coming out of the pits, so he's behind them. That is what it looks like out the rear view camera of Brian LaFleur Jr.'s Corvette. It's a big Aston Martin.
Yeah, Aston Martin has really good cars.
They do. As now, the leader is Weston Miller, and he comes to the line this time. They give him the white flag, so there's one lap remaining for this race, and Weston is just out in front of Mr. Cuppy 3. So this is the last lap for these two. We'll see if... Is there anybody lapped? Nope, nobody is lapped down yet. As the race... We've officially hit the 14-minute mark. With the 14-minute mark down, this is the last lap, like I said. And I've repeated now twice or something like that. Stop repeating yourself, Joe. Don't tell me what to do. Weston Miller is leading. Once again, I've said something that I've already said. Mr. Cuppy 3 in second. Mr. Cuppy 3 driving the 2 car in second. So that's pretty cool. Ha ha ha. Ha. Yeah. He's gaining on him. This is good. I mean, this is coming to the checkered, and these two are so close. And they're two different manufacturers. It's
what
good.
did I tell you? The closing of the race should be interesting, and so far it has been. Battle between Weston Miller and Mr. Cuppy 3? Yep.
They come down the backstretch. I want to check in and see how we're doing in... Kenneth Bueno is stopped.
Kenneth Bueno's stuck. What happened?
I don't know, but he's in the garage. He ran out of fuel.
Oh no.
We gotta cut back because we're getting too close to the finish. But, geez, he ran out of fuel on the exit of pit lane. How does that make any sense? Did the fuel cell not hold the... I don't know.
That is unfortunate for Kenneth Bueno.
It is, but we're coming to the checkered end. We're not quite sure what's going to happen here. Weston Miller and Mr. Cuppy 3 down into the tri-oval. I don't think Mr. Cuppy 3 has the run. Weston Miller is going to win at Daytona.
Now let's see the other series. We got well,
here comes the rest of the prototypes. Chris Aurelio, Graham Riley.
After like almost spinning around, he finishes.
There is Matt Faust coming down the back straightaway. He's got absolutely no pressure. There is Brian LaFleur Jr., who's running second in GT. But Matt Faust way out ahead, no problem. He's just got to get through the remainder of the super speedway portion safely, which shouldn't be hard. And he'll be the winner today.
2 more corners to go. Matt Faust. If nobody can catch up to him, he will win this race. As we just come to the final turn, checkered flag, Matt Faust wins it for the GT2, looks like.
That is the 6th time out of... This is the 7th race overall in this series, and that is the 6th time BMW wins. Crazy.
Oh, great work. Now, here we got Brian LaFleur Jr.
Oh, Kyle Thomas. Oh, Kyle Thomas down low.
Kyle Thomas. It looks like... Whoa, hang on. I don't want to call it too soon. And
Who's getting it? It's Brian.
LaFleur Jr. wins it.
He just held off. He doesn't win it. What are you talking about?
Oh, my goodness.
That was for second, but not a bad performance nonetheless. There's Dirk Muller. And there's Wolf Hensler. And here are the last 2 guys to finish. The 2 Porsches coming to the line together. Richard Leiss, Patrick Long. That rounds out the field. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut out, wait for everybody to get into the garages and settle down, and we will go through the final order for today's race. Alrighty, so here's our final order. Weston Miller wins in prototype. Finishing third, the second Audi, Tyler Boggs.
4th is David Land.
5th place, Chris Aurelio.
6th is Graham Riley. Wow, starting at the back in top 10.
Indeed. Matt Faust winning in GT.
8th is Brian LaFleur Jr.
9th overall, Kyle Thomas rounds out the top 3 in GT with that Aston Martin.
10th is Eddie Jones for the Dodge Viper.
Finishing 11th, the second Viper, Dominic Farnbacher.
12th is, what's his first name?
Dirk.
Derek Muller or Muller.
Finishing 13th is Wolf Hensler and his Falcon Tire Porsche.
14th is, what's the first name?
Richard.
Richard Lights. Don't worry, guys. I'm trying to get to know the names better.
Hey, you can't... it's whatever. Patrick Long in 15th.
And rounding out is Kenneth Bueno. Wow.
You can see...
for him. Running out of fuel, man.
You can see the damage, and yeah, it was unfortunate for him. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the Simtek Mods Grand Prix here at Daytona. Thanks for watching. Next time is going to be Sebring. Shout out to Ian Perez for being here today to film.
Thanks for having me here, and I'm ready to get back on the field at Sebring, which is in Florida.
Yep. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching.